readings on this radio show. L is for Let Spirit Lead. O is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. Wow, that was interesting, wasn't it? I don't know how many of you tried to call in. And being the host of the show, it can get a little crazy when that happens. You know, it's hard enough to run a show, let alone have it not work. But anyway, welcome, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and welcome Susie Benson as well, who's in the background. Hey, Susie, how's it going? I'll come to you all in a moment. I have a couple of donations. So tonight I'm going to be doing a little bit of a snippet of reading auras, and I will pick a person from the listening audience that I haven't worked with yet. There are a number of donations as well that I may be using for this, but I'm going to try to find somebody who I've not worked with to read their aura, give you a little understanding of how the auras can be used to provide a lot of information that comes through spirit energetically without the medium or the psychic being influenced. I don't know how many of you go to psychics regularly, but one of the things I find really valuable is when I work with a client, I like to not know anything. And then I like to get information from spirit before I know even what they're calling about. This is for a normal life reading. And it usually gives me the best information, the most unbiased, and inevitably comes back during the reading as proof of the answer that comes in after I know the question. So the aura is one of my primary tools. Spirit will show me something immediately on that. And that little ding-ding noise was my phone, which I have to put that on silent. Oh boy, tonight's a little crazy, but crazy's always funny, isn't it? Okay, so a couple of announcements before I get to reading somebody's surprise aura. Let's see. Oh yeah, tonight is going to be psychic readings, which means about your life, as well as mediumship readings. It's Monday night, and on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I do only mediumship sessions with callers. This show is 1 hour in length, so approximately an hour from now, 54 minutes from now, the show will be ending. But I start the readings about 10 to 15 minutes into the show, maybe a little less tonight, since part of the inspiration for this evening is reading auras, and I will be using somebody from the calling audience for that. Don't reveal information, too much information, everybody. You know, always try to keep your questions succinct. Please try to have questions. I really don't want to be a psychic detective, okay? It helps jumpstart this session if I do know your question. To call in for readings, to get in the reading queue, call this number, area code 347-945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. And if you'd like to jump to the top of the reading queue, I have set up a way for you to do that using donations. And let's see here, donations. Yeah, I got another donation as well. Okay, that's Laura. So if you want to jump to the top of the reading queue, you may make a donation at spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com, and that is the website for this show. And you will jump to the top of the queue. I have a couple of people who've already done that. And if you don't, that's okay too. I still get to people waiting in the queue. Susie and I will not be taking any more donations after approximately halfway through the show. So Susie, I'm just saying that to you in case you forget. Halfway through the show, let's not take any more donations. Okay. I know I have something that I usually follow here, and I'm floating all over the place. Okay, because at the beginning of the show threw me off a little bit, so please bear with me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you want to jump to the top of the reading queue, go to spiritmediumtv.com. That's the website for this show. And item 1B on that page accepts a $5 donation, which goes in part to help animals, the Humane Foundation. It's 1B on that page. You can also obtain a great sale, third off, one full third off a 30-minute reading with me. That's item number 1A on Spirit Medium TV, and that's for listeners of this show only. And also, if you'd like to, attend the Intuitive Playground, which is basically a development circle. Goes through all aspects of psychic creativity, from clairsentience, which is feeling or intuition, through channeling, which is clairaudience or hearing. And this month, July, we're going to be doing clairvoyance, which is seeing spirit. And that's what I'm going to be demonstrating tonight, a little bit about auras. Okay, reading an aura. And next week I'm going to be doing chakras. Now, I find auras great for getting information. Chakras are phenomenal for reading karmic issues and healing people at a deep soul level. And I will be teaching that in the class next Monday night. It's recommended you take all 4 of the classes in July, as they do build on each other. And all 4 of them is only $60, but if you just want to drop in for one, then it's $20. And the way you RSVP for that, you could do it even for this evening if you have time, because at 8 p.m. Eastern Time through 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, that class will be in session online. And the way to RSVP is go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item number 3 on that page will plug you through to the RSVP page for the Intuitive Playground. And by the way, if you take all the training, you can become certified as a master certification, actually, as a soul psychic healer, which will include mediumship. August, we're doing mediumship. And every single class, for those who want to develop as a medium, you can do mediumship exercises when we're doing the exercises in the class. So it's all around. It's like a one-room schoolhouse. And for those who just want to snip it and those who want to go all the way. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that you can actually watch this show. You can watch me, which is absolutely riveting, I might add, because all you get to see is my head in front of a beautiful Asian screen. So that's at Spirit Medium TV, number 2 on that page. Okay, so all this jibber jabbers led us up finally to the excitement of me reading the aura of one of the people who's donated, and that's a person I haven't read for yet, or I don't remember reading for, and that would be Cynthia. And I will get to all the donations, so don't worry, people. And that would be 832 area code. I hope I can get her. Is she here? Cynthia, wherever you are, you're not here. So we'll go to the next donation. Okay, 1 second, please. It's taking me a moment to figure all this out. Okay. I'm going to go to Laura. Hold on 1 second. She's at 561-801. Hold on. 561-801. Oh, there's Penny. Okay, Penny, I'm going to get to you. Don't worry about that. 561-801 is Laura. Hello, Laura. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well. Thanks for asking. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great, honey. Thank you for asking me as well. And I thank you for your donation, and I'm sure the animals thank you. All right, so you're going to be my guinea pig, and then we'll get to your question, and I'm going to get to everybody else that's waiting, that's made donations, and some of the people that are waiting in the phone lines. I can't get to everybody. The switchboard is kind of loaded, but those that do care to make a donation and really need to speak to me, you have that option. Laura, just 1 second here. Okay, I got your first letter of your last name. Okay, I needed that. Just want that for connection. Okay, so we'll get to your question, what you want me to do for you in a moment, love. Okay, but first I just want to see what I see in your aura. Okay, so I'm going to just imagine that you're standing in front of me. Okay, hold on. Well, there's a lot of blue in your aura. That shows the color. I never know what I'm going to see in an aura, by the way. It's never consistent. But what I see is a lot of communication. You're a communicator. Okay, you're a naturally good communicator. For some reason or other, you're favoring the side of you that is intuitive right now. That side is all lit up in white light. That means That's to your left side of your body, and it stands for the female energy. Female energy is the intuitive, creative, and receptive energy. And I would say by looking at your aura, okay, from what I'm seeing here is you're hoping to move forward with some sort of a career decision that has something to do with creativity and also being a communicator. Does that make sense to you, please?
It does.
Isn't that funny how this stuff works? And you're also a helper. That's just something they're channeling into me. Of course, as I wrote your last name, I got another color, and I don't know if I'm being influenced. Hold on one second, please. But you're very much, you have a good yin-yang balance, okay? You do use your male energy as well. The female energy is the creative, intuitive part of you. That's dominant right now. Okay, that's where you really want to go right now. Spirit is saying the doors will open for you with that, but first you have to let go of something. You have to let go of fear. And fear is on the left side of the body. Fear is usually our male energy because it's our analytical, intellectual. We're thinking all the things that could go wrong if we follow our heart. Okay? In your case, if I follow my joy, if I follow my heart, if I do what I think I should do or want to do that's really joyful for me, am I going to fail? Am I going to fall on my face? It doesn't mean that men think that way. I'm just using male and female, yin and yang, as shorthands to describe how we perceive things as human beings. Some people are more oriented towards analytical thinking, intellectual thinking, and they're more doers. They're going to push to make things happen. That I would call male energy. And right now you have male energy, and that's the thing that's holding you back. Okay, so don't be fearful. Okay, Spirit is saying don't be fearful. Follow your heart. All the doors are going to open as you're hoping and anticipating. And you will find right away in the near future there will be some door that's going to open. It's going to confirm all this for you. It's like your first step forward. And you will be healing others, and you will be able to get the work that you're hoping to get. Some of it is traditional, some of it is not traditional. You need to listen to your heart, though, and follow your intuition as to which way to go, what direction to go in. Now, go ahead and ask your question. I just wanted to demonstrate to the audience a little bit about auras. Go ahead and ask your question or what you want me to do if it's a connection to the other side this evening, please.
Can I ask for someone?
Oh, yeah, you can try. Go ahead.
I have so much going on. I'm pretty sure my mom has been communicating with me. Your aura reading was right on. I'm going through a huge time of spiritual growth and awakening. So that would make sense that my intuitive side is all lit up.
Yeah.
But my mom, I feel my mom has been communicating with me like every day.
Okay, well, let's see what comes in for that. Hold on one moment, please. I see a woman of average height and build. She looks motherly. She looks like she wore her hair at some part in her life, some time in her life. She shows me hair, and they can show at any time in their life. This hair is on the shorter side. It looks like its original color was brown to dark brown. It has some wave to it. That's what I first see. A little bit of chubbiness to her, but not a lot. She's got that mother energy to her. In other words, she looks nurturing, sweet, rounded in her body type. Do you understand your mother having dark hair, please, in her original color?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it also looks like it was worn on a shorter side, at least in the vision she's giving me right now. Do you understand that from Mom, please?
Yes. Yes.
There's also something that's kind of interesting about the way she displays her hair to me, and that it looks... And I don't think this is literal. I think this is symbolic of something. I think that she might have... It looks like she's wearing a wig, but I think she's trying to tell me something about her health. Okay? You're laughing, okay?
I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm laughing.
Okay. I think that her hair must have gone bad or something went wrong with her hair, and that's why she's showing me this hair that looks a little bit like a wig on top of her head. And it could mean a number of things.
I think she just liked those little wiglets back in the 70s.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, then she did like to wear literally wigs because it looks like this particular hairstyle looks a little bit wig-like, if you will. Now, she does show me, now that you mentioned 70s, whatever, she shows me herself in a younger version suddenly. And it's slender, strong, like a straight spine, everything nice about her. Very pretty, actually, very pretty woman. And then, she moves to more senior years, getting a little bit more matronly and filling in. The figure's a little soft around her and all that. She's a straight nose, nice features, full lips. Let me see what she wants to say. Okay. She loves you very much, of course. Let me see what she wants to say about her. So her health is better now than it was before. She's feeling much better. She says, thank you very much for helping me, for caring for me. She must have been involved at some level of helping her. Let me see.
I took care of her for 7 years.
Oh, okay. Well, she immediately acknowledges that. She says, that I was a load off your mind. This is a load off your mind, I'm sure, now that you get to let go of that. She says, but I'm not coming through the way you think I'm coming through. Well, I'm not ready for that, Mom. I want to get first a little bit more confirmation, please, Mommy, and then we'll go to how you're coming through or not coming through. There's a mistake in your interpretation is what she's saying. We're going to go to that in a moment, okay? I didn't expect that, but she wants to say that. She also shows me something about you having a brother. Do you understand brother for yourself, please?
I do.
Okay, hold on. There's a few other things I'd like her to show me. Hold on. She shows me average height for herself, meaning about 5'4" to 5'6". Do you understand that height frame, please, for Mom?
Yes.
Okay. She's a very kind person, very giving person, very oriented towards the home, she says, even when she was younger. I mean, she always planned, I guess she means before she even got married, she was always wanting a home and a family, take care of the home and the family. She says she was very good at it. She says you're a lot like her in many ways. Lots of habits between us were almost identical. She says you're like a clone of me in your giving nature, a very nurturing person. She says I really appreciate the way you cared for me when I was ill. She says I didn't want to be a burden on you, but I guess I was. And then she laughs a little bit, sweet laugh. I'm trying to find out what what the illness was and other things, and then we're going to go into how she's communicating, if at all, with you, love. Just hold on. Okay. I need to go a little deeper. Debilitation, heart and lung issues, not well for quite some while. Overall malaise and not feeling well, dragging about, not having much energy. So it wasn't that there was one thing. It looks like a few things. Just old. Yeah, just old age, she needed somebody around.
No, it wasn't old age, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I get heart and lungs, general malaise, not feeling well for some time. Those are her words. Do you understand that, please?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right, let's leave it at that. And by the way, as a medium, we're always not supposed to interpret, but that was my last little snippet I added on there. Okay. So she wasn't feeling, I feel a heaviness in the lungs in particular. Let me see, there was something else she was trying to give me about her health. Hold on, honey. I lost it. Okay, a burden to everyone. Feels like she's losing functionality in her mobility and overall her body. That's what it feels like, a breakdown of the system. Breakdown of function, breakdown of functionality. I'm not getting a traditional kind of thing, and I don't know what it is, okay? It might be neuromuscular versus usually we have other things like cancer, what have you. I'm not getting cancer as much as a sense of the body just not functioning neurologically as well as it should have. Do you understand, please?
I do.
Okay. All right, so we've given you enough evidence, and we're going to move on now to personal message and communicating. Let's see what she says about that. Oh, interesting. There is one thing she is showing me. I'm going to share this with you. Have you seen a feather? Feather. Feathers or feather?
No.
Okay.
No.
She shows me, I'll just tell you literally, shows me a hat with a feather in it. Okay, and that hat with a feather in it, I don't know what to do with this yet, but it reminds me of Robin Hood. We take from the rich, we give to the poor. Okay, so there's something there in symbolism. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to interpret it. I'm going to pull that away like a slide, move it off the vision.
Okay.
Okay, and maybe it'll make sense later. Okay, you are helping a lot of people. She says you help the poor, and she just wants to acknowledge that to you. Okay, you're a helper and a healer. So that's what you want to do, and she's acknowledging that for you. You're a giver, not a taker, and that's you. You're Robin Hood. Okay, so that's what she means with that. Okay, how are you communicating with your loving daughter, Mom? Hold on. There's things that you need to get rid of in the home that is sitting around from her. One thing she's saying. And they're collecting dust, she says. You need to get rid of the stuff that she had. Now, I don't know why she's saying that, honey, but I'm trying to get her to talk about communicating. Okay, but she's saying there's a lot of old records, things like that, things from the family that you're holding on to. She wants you to relieve yourself of all of that. Okay, all right, Mom. I'm sure your daughter's holding on to it for sentimental reasons because she doesn't want to let go of you. She says, but it's okay. She says, you won't forget who I am. You can let that stuff go. It's holding you back from moving forward in your own life. And she says, you don't need a house as big as the one you have or a space as big as you have if you just let go of some of the stuff you're holding on to. I have no idea why she's saying this, Laura. So I'm just letting you know what she's saying. Okay, honey? Sorry if it's I'm sorry if it's offending you because maybe you want to hold on to all that stuff.
No, it's not offending me. It's confusing me. But okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And let me continue. There are boxes in the home that seem to have a lot of dust on them and old memories. Those are the things you should get rid of because they're holding you back from moving forward. She's very adamant about this. Okay. Now, I see a room, it looks like a garage or something that has boxes in it. Do you have a house with a garage, please?
Yes.
Okay. And there's old stuff from the family in there. Heirlooms, things like that. Okay. Are there boxes in there?
No.
Are there boxes in there?
No. Well, this isn't my house. You know, where that stuff would be is not here.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, she's showing me boxes with heirlooms and things like that that are held on from the family, and she wants you to release them. There's some reason for that, honey, and we need to honor that. I need to at least give you the message that it's holding you back from moving forward. She says holding you back from moving forward with your own life. It's like as if you're in suspended animation about what to do with all this stuff. She says, I'm not, hold on. I am coming into you the way I think you think I'm coming into you, but not all the time. She says not as frequently as you think because you kind of overdid it with interpretation. She has come in. One of the ways I do feel, I'm finally on the subject of that. I was trying to get her off the other subject, but, you know, she has a mind of her own. She's allowed to express herself. There's something about, well, first thing is I believe you've had some dreams of her. Do you understand dreams, please?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, how do you feel she's coming in? Because I see dreams.
Songs on the radio.
Songs? Oh, and she was talking about...
We actually talked about it before she passed.
It's interesting because she said something about holding on to records, music. Interesting. That was before I said that. It just slipped out of my mouth from her. That you're holding on to records of hers. Interesting. And it's music. So she said, I'm just going to review what was said, is you're holding on to records and music of hers, but you don't need the physical part of it. So let's go now to the virtual part of it. In other words, you're hearing the music. Maybe it's playing randomly here and there, and you're not playing the records. Okay? So let's see. This is a little confusing. I'm sorry. Let's see what we could do with this. What about the records, Mom? Oh, the music, Mom. She's saying you're hearing me in your dreams mostly. So she's trying to, for some reason, disaffirm this. And I have no idea why she would do that. Why she would say that that's not so. But so what I just want to summarize what I'm getting here. She's telling you you're holding on to the past too much. She makes it seem almost physical, as if you're holding on to boxes and stuff and records. She used the word records. But it's almost as if you're holding on to her too much and that she wants you to let go of that to move forward. So her idea is that you're thinking that she's communicating more with you than she is, and she wants you to let go of that. She says, I'm safe, I'm sound, I'm here. She says she does come in from time to time to sit with you, to be with you. She says, but she doesn't want to interfere with you in your life, in your path. And she says if she feels that if she comes in too often, that it's alarming you or upsetting you or holding you back. She wants you to move forward. She says she knows it's a grieving period, but she says it should be over now. Now, I hope I'm not offending you, but that has been her message from the onset. Is
No.
she's not coming in as much as you think, and that she wants you to release that stuff. So
Okay.
that's kind of interesting. I've never heard that before, but you know, I always have to give what I get, and that's a general rule of thumb. Now she's choking me at my neck. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else that she wants to say. Do you have any children? Because I hear dogs. I know you have a brother. Do you have any children of your own, sweetie? Laura?
I have children, yeah. I have children.
Okay. All right, let me see here. Children are good. You're doing well with your health. Everything is coming along fine for you. I will be coming in your dreams more often from here on in. The music is a good way to remember me, but she wants you to release her. She wants you to release her. She says, all the songs, I'm not forcing you to hear them. I'm not playing them for you. They are coming into your life synchronistically here and there, but I'm not really behind that. It's more that you're just, luckily, synchronistically hearing the music when you need to hear from me. She says, I just want you to release me because you'll feel better that way. I'm okay now, my love. I'm okay. So I'm sorry for that strange message, but that's the message that's coming through.
That's okay.
Aw, yeah. But she loves you very, very much, and she wants you to be healthy, be well. She's well, and she thanks you for all of the wonderful service and help that you've given her. And she's just trying to kind of launch you into another level in your life right now. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Okay, we are going to go to some other people waiting in the queue. We'll go to Penny Ann, as I had told her I would come to her. Hello, Penny. How are you, honey?
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing great, sweetheart. So, do you still want to ask the same question that you were going to ask last week, and I inadvertently ended the show before I had a chance to do that?
That's all right. I understand. Sometimes you're pressed for time. Yeah, my brother was diagnosed with leukemia. My brother David, last week, and I wonder if you get any feelings about that.
Okay. And first, I want to say I'm very sorry to hear that. Of course. And give me the initials of his name, please.
D.
D. Okay.
M-R. D-M-R.
D-M-R. Okay, good. Hold on. He's going to get better somewhat. He feels very depressed, though, very sad. And this is one of the reasons why this came into him, is what I'm being told. In other words, is being depressed or not being that happy, not being that lively, it depresses his immune system. Okay?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and having long-term systemic depression allowed him to be vulnerable to disease. So the first thing that they want him to do is to see if there's anything he can do about that. And they're showing me foods and things like that. Now, all medical advice needs to be validated by a licensed medical professional, as you know. And I wouldn't be ethical if I didn't say that. But of course, I have to give you what comes in from spirit, because that's what you want. Let me just look. There's something about amino acids in his diet, or foods in his diet, that are missing, that could help him feel a little bit more lively. So one of the things that's being recommended for him is that he go to some kind of a nutritionist for overall look at his diet, because there's foods that he's not eating that led to, in part, his depression, or it could be the other way around, because he was depressed, he wasn't eating well. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So they're asking him to do that. Now, through traditional so with that, it can help a lot, but let me just see what else they're going to say, guides, and the medical spirits I'm working with right now, souls. Hold on. What else can he do for himself? That will, first of all, they're telling me his depression is going to lift. They're showing me him being more buoyant and alive and healthier and happier as he moves forward with treatment, particularly dietary treatment. Okay? And that's only...
That's what I'm working on him with. It's not easy, but I'm trying.
Perfect. Perfect, because his emotions are going to rise when he improves his diet, they tell me, and eating better, eating the right nutritional balance and components. And this is going to help tremendously. They say it doesn't really matter what he does in terms of traditional medicine. It'll all be the same. They will extend his life. Okay, they will extend his life. But what will help the most is to get his spirits up, his emotions healed, so that he can live even longer. With a will to live, he will feel a lot better, and all the medical treatments will affect him more positively. You see, they cannot help him. Doctors cannot help him if he does not improve his emotions. It's like trying. Yeah, it's like trying to grow a garden in a rocky soil. You need to fix the soil. But what I'm getting is that he has a potential here for quite a bit of healing and prolonging his life quite a while with the right nutrition and buoyancy to his emotions. It will be something he can live with for quite some time. I don't see him being cured of it, even though I am aware of the fact that they've done a lot in stem cell work. I have a neighbor here where I live who's gotten some kind of stem cell replacement for her particular form of leukemia. She was pre-leukemic. She had pre-leukemia, and she was in her 70s. And she was able to get healed of that. And then what happened is whatever they did to her made her sick in other areas. So I don't feel he's going to be able to get that kind of treatment. He needs a special blood type. I don't think it's right for him. But I do feel that they can do a lot for him with traditional medicine, and a lot more can be done with non-traditional by looking at diet as well. I'm just going to give you one more thing about the diet. There's something they want to say about the diet. Okay. No, I don't know if it's because I'm influenced, but lately I'm into veganism and whole foods, a whole vegetable-based diet. In particular, plant-based protein is what I'm getting would be very healing for him. Okay.
I'm with you. Just trying to get him to do it is another thing. He doesn't want the chemotherapy, the radiation, so. And the next blood test is August 20th, so we'll see where his counts are at that date.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. If he doesn't feel better emotionally, there's nothing that can be done for him, though. He needs to have that optimism, And the only way he's going to get the optimism back is what I'm getting is by eating better. And it's not just eating steak and potatoes. It's eating nutritionally complete foods of the sort like what's his name? Well, most of the doctors today will talk about whole foods, plant-based diets, which is veganism, but it's a little different. Starchy proteins, whole foods like.
Yeah, I'm trying, but he's in Arizona, so it's it's not easy. But and then of course he's just very very down. So and this
Okay. So. All right, honey. I'm so sorry, but
very often easier to just grab something, right?
I know, and I can see very clearly where the problem is, and the reason he does that is because he doesn't feel worth doing more for himself. So there's an underlying, right? The depression caused the lack of eating. Then because then it becomes a circle. He's not eating right because he's depressed, and then he gets depressed. Right, because he's not eating right, he gets depressed. So you do the best you can, and on your end of it, and after that you have to let it go. But I do feel a lot of potential there. So I will tell you that if he does eat right, if he does eat properly in a healthier diet. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless.
Yeah, thank you, Laura.
Okay, thanks, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to the next donation, which would be, I know Susie B made a donation, but I'll get to you, Susie, in a little bit. I'm going to Felice right now, because she's in the line ahead. Felice. There she is. Hello, Felice.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. How are you, love?
Kind of not good, but I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
I dealt with this psychic, Kelly, over a year ago that she really helped keep my family together.
Okay.
Now, I went to go get my son tested because he's 2 years old. He's not speaking.
Okay.
He called me out of the blue and asked me if I was having random health issues and if my son was speaking. And I told her yes and no, my son is not speaking. And she told me because Spirit is showing me they're making him not talk. And I need to know, is that true? Or is it what the doctor said he has, apraxia?
Oh, well, it could be both, you know.
She's telling me that she can help me, but it's going to cost me a lot of money.
Of course. That's what they all do.
Exactly. And I just want to know if it is true because, you know, there are times, Laura, that my son is terrified in the night and I see orbs all the time.
Okay. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I think you told me that before. Don't tell me much more, honey. Just give me your son's initials, please.
JMB, Jake Michael Byett.
Okay, JMB, your son. Okay, do you feel that he might have some emotional issues, honey? Like autism or something like that?
He's so smart in certain ways, but he's not speaking. Like
yeah.
He puts his dishes in the sink, trash in the garbage. He makes his bed. I just don't understand why he's not speaking to me.
I think so they've diagnosed it with, what's the word for it? What did you say it was?
Apraxia.
Apraxia. Okay, apraxia. And
but that's just one opinion.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he has some kind of a form of autism. Okay, some kind of an autism, and it could attract orbs or that kind of thing. But if you're seeing the orbs, I think you told me about this already, and I told you to disregard the orbs because you were seeing them on the camera. The baby cam, and a lot of people call me and say I have orbs on my baby cam. I think baby cams are technologically they tend to produce orbs, whether they're not necessarily orbs, but there are souls that do come in for him. Your mother and your father, for one. Your mother's alive, I guess, but your father's...
Yeah, my mom and dad are alive.
Okay, so then it's somebody else's mother, maybe it's your grandparents. There are people coming in for him from spirit, though, to come in and look in on him. That is true, but it's not all the orbs that you're seeing. So let me just go a little bit deeper with him. I feel it's a kind of a functionality thing. I feel it's autism. I'm just going to go a little bit deeper. Hold on. He wants to speak very much, by the way. He's trying to. You might notice him this is for you to validate with me right now. What I see is him trying to shape and form words. I see him trying to say things to you and really trying desperately to get it out of his head. I do feel that he should be taking some kind of therapy that will help birth those words out of his mouth. I do believe that he will be able to overcome this with a little bit of therapy, and it's better that you spend the money on that than spend the money on the psychic thing. I don't feel that's the right approach because, I could be wrong. That's up to you to decide. But I do feel you need to go to another doctor or go to the same doctor and see what kind of therapy can be given to him, because I feel that he's really ready to speak now and that he's trying to form the words, and just with the right kind of therapy he will be able to do so.
And in the long run, do you feel that Kelly is trying to take advantage of me?
Oh, it's hard for, I'm on the radio and this is all being recorded. I don't feel so. I do believe that she comes from the heart and does what she feels she's supposed to do. I don't know that much, I don't want to say anything more than that. Okay, let's not knock her.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
it's just so random. You know what I mean? So random.
It is random, and it also, because she's accurate, it has impact. But I do feel it's a medical thing and not a spiritual thing. And by the way, there's no real separation of church and state. Medical and spiritual and medical is all connected. We all have, we're always one foot in another dimension. We're not purely physical, and one thing's not separated from the other. But the bottom line here is the direction to go in is to seek medical help. Okay, because I do feel he's ready to speak, and that with the right therapy, he will be speaking soon. I do feel he will be diagnosed again with some other things that go along with this, but they feel treatable. He's just slowed right now in that area, but with the right treatment, he will be okay, overcome it, and that he will come up to normal speed by the time he's 4 to 5 years old. I don't want you to ignore this. It's very important that you get him the right medical, traditional treatment, because he is ready to speak now. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And by the way, and I always need to say this on the radio show, and anytime I work with clients, all advice needs to be validated by a licensed medical professional. Whenever I do anything like this, I always have to say that. But I want you to be optimistic, because that's the message, is optimistic for him, that he's going to do just fine. And you need to get him to the right treatment, and he's going to be just fine.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie?
Thank you so much, Laura. I really appreciate it.
Oh, sure, honey. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate your donation as well as the animals do. Thank you so much, honey. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. Thanks. Bye. Okay. I know Anna has made a donation as well, so I will get to you, Anna, in a little while. But I have 1 or 2 people in front of you. We've got... Did I do Cynthia yet? Nope, I didn't do Cynthia yet. And then we got Susie. Hold on one second. See if we've got Cynthia. Should be 832. I tried to get her in the beginning because she was one of the first people that had made. There she is. Okay. Hello, Cynthia. How are you?
Hi, Laura. I'm fine. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for the animals. They're going to be very happy with that donation. Now, I don't know if you're calling for mediumship or not, but I do need to say I do feel a female presence around you. What are you calling for this evening, love?
I was that's funny. I was wondering if there was a message for me. I felt that maybe there was somebody that was trying to come through, and I thought it was just good timing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what we get. I do feel there's a female presence for you from spirit from the other side. It does feel like mothering in nature, a very caring person. She feels, I don't know what generation, if she's grandma or ma or some, whatever it is. I do feel something about rocking a baby. So I don't know if you have a child, if there's rocking a baby around the house or anything like that, but I just want to say I feel something about gently rocking a baby. And it also could be just the mother's feeling of rocking you in her arms to give you hope and give you courage for the future, that you not be upset about things. You are being led, you are being guided, you are being told what to do by spirit, your guides, and your loved ones that are in spirit, and one of them is this mother figure. Now, I'm giving you a lot of different messages all at once, rather than just go into strict discernment of a person on the other side for you. I'm trying to give you a myriad of different focuses here. The reason is that you're trying to find out if you're being led. That's what you're trying to find out. You are being led. Okay? You are being led what to do. You're being fed ideas from the other side, from your guides and your mother. And now I see a woman who has lighter coloring in hair. I don't know if she's your mother or your grandma. I'm sorry, I said your mother. It could also be a grandma. I see reminds me of somebody that comes from a older generation than just your mom, unless this is your mom. So let me just bear with me, honey. I see hair color that looks lighter in its original color. Also, it could be that she's just showing me white hair. She gets older, but I'm kind of reading it as lighter in coloring, if you will. I see a face. I see a how to explain this? The eyes look dark. So that's interesting. The eyes look dark, the hair looks light. So that could mean that she might have dyed her hair light, or that she's just showing me white hair as she got older. I see a more senior face. I see a fuller nose, fuller lips. I see eyes that are very bright, very bright. I see this woman like to wear hats from time to time, nice hats, fashionable hats. I see her, she's slender in build, not overweight. I feel that she has a son under her. So that if it's your mom, it would mean you have a brother. If it's your grandma, it might mean that you have an uncle on your mother's side, or your father, or this is your father's mother. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. She's saying things and making me feel things all at once. No-nonsense kind of woman, very bright, and she doesn't strike me first as much a homemaker as a person who has a career outside of the home as well. Now, from what I'm saying, do you understand understand this for anyone you would know, please?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Who are you thinking of? Are you thinking of your own mom?
I was, it could, I didn't really, oh, wow, wait a minute. It could be my mother's mom, my grandmother.
Okay.
It could be her.
Yeah. She's a very strong personality, but nice person. Full lips, strong nose. I have to say that again. Full lips, strong nose, bright eyes. The eyes look darker, okay? I don't know if it's just the pupils are dilated or if they really were dark. I just see dark eyes. This is a senior-looking facial, okay? And for some reason, the actual bones on the cheeks and all that, that's smaller. So as if her face is a little on the narrow side, the things are more predominant, the eyes, the nose, the lips. She also shows me she's somewhat articulate. And if she did work out of the home, if she did work out of the home or had something outside the home, it doesn't mean she didn't do anything in the home. There's something about her having a presence that's it's external to the home. She's not only a homemaker. She has a sense of herself, right? A sense of herself, a sense of herself. Now, also, did she have a son? In other words, did your mom have a brother? You have an uncle, please?
Not that I know of.
All right.
I don't think so. It was just my mom and her sister.
Oh, okay.
But
that's fine. That's fine. What was that, honey?
My dad's mom passed when he was like 5, so I'm really not sure.
Okay.
What she looked like.
All right. So we have very limited time. So just give me square root what you're looking for, so I don't go around and round and round. I do feel this woman is a grandma to you, and she's very smart, particular, worked outside the home, or has presence or identity that's more than a homemaker. And I gave you the facial features. What are you trying to find out, honey?
Just basically if they had any guidance for me at this time, if there was something that she needed me to know.
Oh.
So I feel her.
Okay.
And, I have a lot of things going on, but I would really prefer to be doing what I came here to do,
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Grandma? Okay, hold on, honey. You need to do the things you're doing right now. You need to move forward with your career. Now, you see, she shows as a career woman or a person who has an identity beyond homemaker, and she's trying to give you that same message that it's okay to have this identity of who you are, and to move forward that way. It feels to me, from the way she's giving me this message, there's some kind of conflict either in your mind as to whether or not you can be both homemaker as well as have a powerful presence in the external world. Does that make sense to you, please?
Somewhat.
Okay. Well, that's what
I'll have an empty nest, so this is a whole new part of my life, actually.
Okay. So that's exactly what she's trying to show you, is to be more than a homemaker. More than a homemaker, that you do have a career ahead of you. You do have purpose in your life, and that's the message she's trying to give you. That's why this grandma presents, who is a person that's more than a homemaker. She says, you're smart. She says, do what you want to do. I hear something about going back to school. Are you thinking of going back to school?
Sure, yes.
Okay, that's the thing to do. And make something different for yourself. Make something different for yourself. She says, you'll feel good about this. There's a sense in you of reticence, holding back, almost like if you don't have the identity of homemaker, that you don't have an identity. And she wants you to know there's many identities for women that are just as valid. Don't be afraid of letting go of the past and move forward towards the future. Every moment is joyous. Give it all you've got, my love. She says, give it all you've got.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. God bless. All right, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I believe I have a donation from Anna Sousa, and I will get to you, Susie B. If not now, I will call you tomorrow. So I need to find Anna in the queue. Hold on. Oh, geez, I also need to find out something else. Hold on, everybody. There might be another donation. I hope not, because I can't get to everybody. Okay, Anna, there she is. And Susie, I will get to you tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. What can I do for you this evening, Anna?
Actually, this evening I'm calling to see what you get from my husband in terms of because he recently started working with a friend and just thinking about opening a company, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm just
Well, the first thing I'm getting is that I don't think he really wants you to go to a psychic to get the answer. So don't tell him.
okay.
Don't tell him that you got it from me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What are his initials, please?
A.S.
A.S. Okay. Hold on for a second, Anna. Oh, you have the same initials. That's interesting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting, but my mother used to do numerology, and the letter A is an air sign. She used to relate it to astrology. I never really understood what that meant, but they're showing me this right now about him. He's very intellectual. He's very quick-witted. He needs a lot of stimulation intellectually, and he should be using that in his work. Let's see about his job. It's going to improve. Yes, and is he going to? You're asking if he should go on his own. In other words, if he should have his own business. Right?
No, but he started working with one of our friends, and that friend, he's saying like for them to open a company, but for them together, open a business, that I'm not sure that's.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't feel great about it. One second, let me just go deeper. I don't feel he wants to do it. He doesn't like the riskiness of it. And I think he's actually right, your husband. Okay, I think he should hold back on this for quite some while until the other person proves himself. Now, your husband is a sociable sort. He likes to please people, likes to have friends. He's a good guy, but he's also a smart person, very smart person. And I think his instincts are correct to hold back on this. He should wait and see if his friend can actually do what he says he's going to do on his own for a while before he takes the plunge and moves in that direction. There's too much risk on the table with that right now. Okay?
Okay.
Too much too much building everything from scratch. Nobody really knows what they're doing. There's really no plan. There's no business plan. There's nothing really about it that's solid, and your husband is right to hold back. So just tell him that, he's probably right to hold back to see. Because if you're going into business for yourself on top of everything, and he wants to go into business, that's not good. He's very responsible. He's very bright. He's very creative, your husband, and he has very good insight to situations. He actually doesn't need he actually doesn't need a psychic's opinion, but so the psychic is saying here that he's right. Your husband is right, and so back him up for that. Okay? There's something else that comes along with this, and I hear something about drive and wanting to make a lot more money, and that would be the motivator. And that is, he does need to find, it's right that he does want to make more money. He wants to be very, very successful, but I don't feel just as he doesn't, that this is a situation that will provide for him the way he wants to. There will be something else coming up which is more lucrative and is more proven. Now, he's in a business. You said he's working with these people now, did you say? No, he's not working with them now.
He works in he works in the construction business, so he's kind of like.
Oh, he's employed. He's employed though. He's employed.
Yeah, he's working with him kind of like in a partnership, but like in friends basis. You know what I mean? Like nothing on paper so far.
Oh, okay. Well, it feels like he's in a job, though, that he has a job. So if maybe there's a construction contract. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, okay. Because when I asked you if he's working with him already, I meant in a business. He's not in a business with his friend yet. He's working in a more solid employed situation. And that's a good thing for him. But he can't get ahead there financially. And that is a problem. He feels boxed in. He will find a more lucrative opportunity coming up shortly. So he needs to hold tight for that. And it feels like it will, right? It feels like it will include some form of self-employment, almost like being partners in a construction company, so that he'll have part ownership of something. But it will be something that's already in play, already in place, and already proven itself. That's what he needs to wait for and look for. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Laura.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Susie, honey, what I'm going to do with you, well, I can probably take you and then we'll go right into the training class. So I just want to say before I go to Susie that we are going to be in a class after this, and if you do want to join us in the class, go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item number 3 allows you to register for the class. It's clairvoyance we'll be learning about auras this evening. I think what I'm going to do, Susie, with you is rather than rush, okay, I will call you tomorrow or later this evening after the class. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And Wednesday, I do all mediumship. That will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to sail on a reading with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com. And item number 1A on that page will allow you to get a 33% discount. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you all soon. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay, good.